that big sudden drop to drive people out. Yeah, it was nasty, real nasty. Long liquidations hit almost 300 million, the largest amount of liquidation since June of 2022. It seemed like that may have been the final shakeout. Okay. So we had a lot of dips in September and prior months where we dipped even lower, but it seemed like that was the final straw. So we may be ready. Looking at what MicroStrategy just did, and considering we're still in October, that may be it. This may be finally the time when we start really getting into rally mode, starting that parabolic rise upwards. This could be it. Now, here's the thing. This is why you guys need to get ready, right? And you don't want to miss this. Because right now it does seem like, that decoupling that I was talking about, it does seem like, and this volatility, it seems like we're in this bear trap. It really feels like all this shaking out, all this staleness really feels like this is where we are in this bear trap, right before this huge parabolic run that we're about to head into. If you look at the prior cycles, October is when we usually start moving. 2016 is when we started. 2020 is when we started. And right prior to those start dates, we had choppiness, we had big falls, and then we just basically start moving and did not go. I mean, before the parabolic run, we just did not go, and we just seemed like there was something going on, and it seemed like we were not going to go, and then we did. So it really seemed like this is where we are in the cycle, where there is a bear trap. This is a point where the whales or whoever, the institutions, BlackRock, whoever you want to say, is trying the last ditch effort to try to get all the retail out before we start heading into the euphoria stage, right? This is the stage where I told you guys you like you feel dirty because of how much money you're going to make, right? I feel like that's where we are. That's why it's been so frustrating that every single time we get some kind of momentum, we get knocked down. Like it feels intentional, right? Like I know you guys could feel it. It's like we get some momentum, we get knocked down, or there's some other event that knocks us down. It's like intentional. It's making you frustrated. And I feel like that is exactly on purpose trying to drive us out because there is greatness right around the corner, right? And I do feel like this sums it up perfectly. We are in that final bear trap right before the next huge wave, right? And I think you guys can feel it. Like there is something that's just like keeping us down right now. But once we break through, greatness is right around the corner. Yeah. So I love this. I love this chart. I think this sums it up perfectly. 285 days have passed in 2024. There's no Bitcoin bull market within the next 14 days. Well, if there's no bull market within the next 14 days, this will mark the longest sideways in a halving year in history. So that means in the next 14 days, if the odds are in our favor, the bull market will start. Okay. In all previous cycles, we have never had a bull cycle start later than within the next 14 days. So maybe today it did start already. We're having a pretty good day. We're having a pretty good day. Maybe yesterday was the last day with a 300 million, with the 300 million liquidation and the sudden rise today. MicroStrategy blowing up. Maybe today is the day. We don't have to wait 14 more days. Okay? But I've been saying, October is not over. Even if we had to wait until the last week or the last day, October is not over until we're in November. That's the honest truth, right? Things can change really, really quickly. We could still end the month at 80K. I have no doubt of that. We could still end the month at 80K Bitcoin. Look at what MicroStrategy has done. It already surpassed its March high. There's zero reasons why Bitcoin can't do the same thing.
But there are, of course, other things in play. Record stablecoin liquidity, obviously, that's a major thing. Spike in Bitcoin transactions, of course, that's major. These are the fundamentals I talk about, right? When you measure the fundamentals of Bitcoin, fundamentals of the market overall, they're stronger than ever. We have never seen the market as strong as now. People generally only measure price as the only metric for how strong something is. Oh, Bitcoin is not at its high. It must be weak. That's just simply not true. If you measure, say, the transactions, you measure a number of wallets, a number of holders, long-term holders, they're all measure of hash rate, difficulty. You measure them now, they're way higher than in March and way higher than 2021. Yet the price is lower. So that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So you can't just use price as a measurement of how strong something is. So if you look at the fundamentals, Bitcoin has never been stronger. And you look at actually the market overall, like liquidity, for example. You look at DeFi, TVL, and you look at stablecoins, the market cap of stablecoins overall, how much there is. The fundamentals are great. Never been better, right? And these are signs of maturity and also signs that better days are coming. Right? You look at the number of USDT and USDC. Why do we have so much? Right? People aren't just buying stablecoins just for fun. Like, yeah, let's convert all my fiat to USDT. Sure, you could probably make some yield from it, but overall, people are buying it, or companies are buying it, or institutions are buying it because they're going to buy crypto with it. That's why. Right? And when we have high transactions on chains, it's because they're trading, right? Someone's trading, companies are trading, there's some usage. So those are all great things. So those are two measurements that show that, yeah, there's still a lot of things going on. Fundamentals are great. So that's another reason why to be hopeful and not let the distractions, not let the bad things distract us from the future.